if we are dealing with some kind of data, if that data has some error, okay, the data is imprecise, then we prefer to use curve fitting part. If the data itself is true or too precise, then we go for interpolation. Okay, so in this lecture, hello. So in this lecture, we are going to cover interpolation part. So let's start with some basic definitions you will come across in interpolation. Imagine we are dealing with a data table or data points x and y. X probably will be your input parameter or a dependent variable, and y is always your output parameter, or sorry, x will be your independent parameter and y will be your dependent parameter. So this data will be populated with the help of experiment or with some mathematical model, and based on this data we need to predict few values. For example, I would like to calculate y ka value at particular x, okay, but this x ka value is not available in the range given, or it is not present in the data sheet, okay, for which we need to calculate the output parameter or dependent parameter. So the interpolation used for forecasting, for predicting some values of independent, dependent parameter based on the precise data. Okay, so the process is called as a interpolation. Again, I'll revise the definition. If we are calculating, we are estimating the value of dependent variable based on independent variable ka value, which is present within this range, which is available within this range, we call it as a interpolation. If okay, there is some issue, I guess. Okay, so my voice is cracking. I'll change the headphone. Please wait a minute. Okay, about the interpolation. Interpolation is used for estimating or determining y value for some x value. Okay, now remember, this x value is not available in the table in the given data point, but it is within the range. It is within the range. Okay, so the process of calculating that y based on the data is called as a interpolation. Then extrapolation, if this x value is beyond the range, ये range के बाहर अगर होगा x का value, okay, so that process is called as a extrapolation. Then inverse interpolation, we will be having the value of y, मतलब output parameter आपको पता रहता है, and based on that output parameter we estimate the value of x. उल्टा अर्लियर प्रोसेस में क्या रहता है, x दिया जाता है प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में, we calculate value of y, but in inverse interpolation y will be given to you and you calculate x का value. So to have a better understanding of this, I'll give a small example of a heat transfer for the fin. Okay, so this is one of the experiment in heat transfer. There is one fin or a pin, cantilever beam जैसा रहता है वो. Okay, one end, this end, the heat is supplied. Assume that this is a burner. Okay, so heat is supplied, then we place thermocouple on that fin at particular interval. Okay, so I'll assume that from this end the first thermocouple is at x1 distance, 10 centimeter, 2 centimeter, ऐसा कुछ तो भी. Then second thermocouple is at x2 distance, and so on. Okay, so thermocouple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these 5 thermocouples will record temperature at that particular point. Okay, so T will be your output or Y, and this distance, this distance is independent parameter or x value. Okay, so we will take the reading, we will complete this experiment, we will prepare a table for x equal to dash dash the temperature, and we will record the temperature. We will assume that this data is perfect. So x अगर 1 सेंटीमीटर है तो टेम्परेचर मिला हमें 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस, सॉरी 120 डिग्री सेल्सियस. सेकंड at x2 2 सेंटीमीटर पे टेम्परेचर इज अराउंड 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस, 80 डिग्री सेल्सियस at 3 centimeter. At 4 centimeter it is 50 degree Celsius, and so on. Okay, now what is mean by interpolation in this case? So interpolation, if the problem says that calculate temperature for the fin at 2.5 centimeter. Okay, 2.5 सेंटीमीटर मतलब x इक्वल टू 2.5 है, उस वहां पे टेम्परेचर क्या होगा प्रिडिक्ट करो. So the process you are going to follow is called as a interpolation, because it is within the range 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter, but which is not available in the data point. Data point में 2.5 के लिए अपने पास रीडिंग नहीं है. Okay, so we estimate it, we call it as a interpolation. Extrapolation मतलब क्या होगा? They will ask you to calculate or find out temperature at 0.5 सेंटीमीटर, मतलब अपने रेंज के बाहर. और they will ask you to calculate temperature at 8 centimeter, which is again out of the range. Range क्या है अपना 1 to 5. So this process is called as a extrapolation. Then inverse interpolation. Inverse interpolation में problem statement will say that at what location the temperature will be 45 degrees Celsius. Find out the distance or the location. Okay, so that means t दिया जाएगा आपको and you need to calculate x का value. So this process is called as a inverse interpolation. So I think this example have cleared the fundamental things about interpolation and extrapolation. Now we will proceed ahead. Now this interpolation was with some polynomial equation. Okay, now this polynomial equation, whichever method you are going to deal here in the interpolation, actually it is derived from this fundamental concept of the polynomial equation. Okay, now remember our curve fitting handles imprecise data. Okay, it assumes that there is an error in the data itself, and based on the least square regression we form a curve. But remember, if you recall, वो जो curve बनाते हैं हम curve fitting वाला, it doesn't passes from each and every data point. वो closely जा सकता है या 1 or 2 points को he might intersect, but overall it will not pass from each and every data point. But interpolation, the polynomial equation which we are going to create here, our ultimate aim from this interpolation will be create a polynomial equation, polynomial curve, which will pass from each and every data point, each and every data point. Okay, now थोड़ा एक छोटा concept बता दे तो, even though that concept might not be helpful for your problem solving, just for the understanding how this interpolation formulation came up or have been derived. There is no derivation part involved in the problem. So छोटा concept सीखते हैं हम. Imagine we are dealing with two data point only. Now there is only one, a unique curve which is going to pass from these two data point, and that is a line. दो पॉइंट है, उसमें से आपको अगर कर्व बनाना है, so it is always a unique curve. Correct curve is a line. Now line का इक्वेशन आपको पता है, the line का इक्वेशन क्या था, a0 plus a1 x. Okay, then if I have three data points, so there is one unique curve which will pass from, definitely it will pass from these three data points. That is your quadratic curve, or we call it as a parabola. Okay, now parabola का equation आपको पता है. Okay, so a0 plus a1x into a2x square. So this is your quadratic curve, and so on. But the bottom line or the observation here you need to make it, if I am dealing with two data point, the polynomial equation I get or I prefer has 1 degree or 1 order. ये जो polynomial equation है, polynomial है, इसका order कितना है, 1 है. If I am dealing with 3 data point, then the polynomial I handle is of order 2. So if you follow through this, you will make a statement like this: if we are dealing with n number of data point, we are gonna get a polynomial, unique polynomial of order n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1. So that is the basic fundamental concept behind the interpolation part. We try to create a polynomial of n minus 1 order. Okay, so we're not going to go into the details part of that. After derivation, we came across a Newton's forward difference formulation and Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, there are plenty of interpolation methods available, out of which due to the scope of this portion, this topic, because it's just a half unit, we cannot cover each and every method. So we are going to focus two methods: Lagrange's interpolation and Newton's forward difference method. Why we have chosen this? The Lagrange's interpolation can handle a random data, and a Newton forward difference handle a stepwise data, जिसमें uniform या constant step size होता है. Okay, so that's why we have covered these 2 points, because these two can work with any kind of formulation or any kind of data. So let's begin with the Lagrange's interpolation. Imagine we have a data sheet. We got this table x versus y. Okay, and we need to predict कि भाई y का value for given value of x कितना होगा. x equal to 100 है तो y कितना होगा. For prediction we need to do a interpolation part, and let's understand Lagrange's interpolation formula to do, or it will help us to do the interpolation. Okay, now Lagrange's interpolation, this has one great advantage. Let's talk about step size first. x2 minus x1, the difference between these two data, your reading, इनपुट पैरामीटर इज कॉल्ड एज स्टेप साइज। ओके, मतलब जनरली हम रीडिंग जो लेते हैं ना, यू यूज टू डू द रीडिंग लाइक कि 100 आरपीएम पे क्या फोर्स आता है, 200 आरपीएम, 300 आरपीएम, सो यू जनरली प्रीफर टू हैव अ रीडिंग फॉर पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल। So this 100 to 200, that is 100 का step size, 200 to 300, again 100 का step size. You generally prefer to have a uniform step size. Okay, but in some cases it is not possible to do or perform a experiment or prepare a model for uniform constant step size. रैंडमली आप क्या कर सकते हो, रीडिंग काउंट करने के लिए पहले 1 के लिए रन करोगे, उसके बाद 10 के लिए, उसके बाद 15 के लिए, देन 25, 64, ऐसे कुछ तो भी रैंडम इनपुट पैरामीटर है आपके, और उसके लिए आपने रीडिंग लिया. सो इफ योर independent parameter is a random data, go for Lagrange's interpolation. Your Newton forward method will not help us to do the calculation. Lagrange's ही आपको यूज करना पड़ेगा. जनरली प्रॉब्लम क्वेश्चन पेपर में या प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में they might not provide you which method should be used for solving the numerical. So at that time remember this, अगर x1, x2, x2, x3 ये स्टेप रैंडम है, यूनिफॉर्म या कांस्टेंट नहीं दिख रहा आपको, स्टेप साइज कांस्टेंट इंक्रीमेंट नहीं दिख रहा, यू हैव टू यूज लैग्रांजेस. अगर x1 to x2, x2 to x3 ये जो है इंक्रीमेंट्स जो है दे आर ऑफ सेम वैल्यू, कांस्टेंट है, so you need to prefer Newton's forward difference method. Okay, so now understanding, we will go for Lagrange's interpolation formula. Now as I have already told you, there is no need to go for derivation, directly I'll jump onto the formula. So by solving this formula you will be able to calculate the unknown y for given value of x. Okay, so this जो आपको output चाहिए, it is on to the left hand side of the equation, and input parameters, first input parameter for which you need to compute or estimate the y value is present here. We call it as a just x, and xj, xi, xj are the remaining values from the data sheet. Okay, so this formula suggests have summation of all the terms of y into this product of x minus xj divided by x of I minus x of j over the period 1 to n, but considering j should not be equal to I, otherwise what will happen, x of I minus x of j, if I and j value are same, this will become 0, the denominator becomes 0, you get the multiplication as infinite or infinity. So we need to avoid this. Now कुछ लोगों को ये फॉर्मूला थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड रहेगा, डोंट वरी, वी हैव अ सिंपलर वर्जन आल्सो. ओके, सो व्हाट वी हैव डन, दिस product of this term I'll write as a L. Okay, but it is also varying, so I'll write as L of I, which is going to vary from 1 to n. L stands for Lagrange's interpolation. If you observe any reference book, always this product term is called as a L only. Okay, so this equation becomes summation of y of I into L of I over the period I equal to 1 to n. So complicated से simple हो गया, but next task I need to estimate this. So this y we call from the data table, but what about L of I? How can I get the L of I? So let's do that. L of I, remember, is this function which is going to vary from 1 to n. So I can simply write this earlier equation as y equal to y1 into L1 plus y2 into L2 and so on up to y of n into L of n, because it was a summation formula, उसको expand कर दिया हमने. Now क्या करते हैं, छोटा छोटा करके पीसेस में कैलकुलेशन करते हैं, y of 1, y2, yn all that is available in the problem statement, so don't worry about it. Now the target is, the problem is L1 L2 कैसे find करेंगे. Okay, so I'll give you one way you can memorize this. पहले मुझे find करना है L1. Okay, so L1 find करना है. So that product table goes like this. पहले डिनोमिनेटर बना लो. ओके, ब्रैकेट में if you are calculating L1, okay, so first call x1, ठीक है, माइनस x1 कॉल कर लो. उसके बाद आपके पास टेबल में क्या रहेगा, we will have x1, x2, x3, x4 and so on. So if you call x1 from this data table, skip that, the term which we have called right now, उसको सिर्फ skip कर दो. Very easy to understand this. उसको skip करो. फिर क्या बचा आपके पास, x2, x3, x4 and so on. So call them individually. पहले x2 को कॉल किया, into again x1 minus x3, x1 minus x4. So x1 minus x1 छोड़ के सब लिखना है आपको, so on up to x1 minus xn. ओके, सो डिनोमिनेटर बन गया. अब न्यूमरेटर में क्या करना है आपको, सेम यही सिर्फ रिपीट करना है, बट इंस्टेड ऑफ x1 राइट नाउ रिप्लेस इट विद द x वैल्यू, replace it with the x value. If you recall this, replace it with x. Okay, so I'll just write x1 की जगह x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4, so on up to x minus xn. Okay, so this will become your formula for L1. Okay, we are going to repeat this for the L2 also. चलो ट्राई करके देखते हैं. L2 का फॉर्मूला, पहले डिनोमिनेटर बना लो. So x2 minus something, x2 minus something, x2 minus something, so on up to x2 minus last value. Okay, so यहाँ पे माइनस टर्म स्टार्ट करना है आपको, 1 to n तक जाना है. ऑल x वैल्यूज यू नीड टू कॉल. ओके, सो आई विल कॉल x1, उसके बाद x2 लिखूंगा, बट x2 माइनस x2 0 बन जाएगा. नहीं, ये गलत है, फिर तो इरेज कर दूंगा. एंड आई विल जंप ऑन टू दैट, जंप ऑन x3. x2 को स्किप कर दिया, x3 कॉल कर लिया, then x4, so on up to xn. Numerator, repeat the denominator but replacing x2 with x. So x minus x1, x minus x3, x minus x4 and so on. Okay, so you could get this equation. Okay, like this. Okay, so observe the pattern, how it was. Even if there are some doubts, we can clarify when we solve numerical on this part. So after putting these values in the formulas, so x2, x3, x1, all this is available in the problem statement. Then this x will be given कि भाई इसके लिए आपको y कैलकुलेट करना है, ये वैल्यू के लिए corresponding y कैलकुलेट करना है. So this x will also be present in the problem statement somewhere. Use that. That means to solve L1, L2 up to Ln, there is no issue. We can solve, we can calculate all these parameters. Then we will put those parameters in the expanded equation of Lagrange's interpolation. So L1, L2 रख देंगे, y1, y2, yn we will call from data table, and that's it. By solving and summing up all the multiplication, all the product, you will get the answer. ठीक है, चलो ट्राई करके देखते हैं. So have a look of this for this problem statement. So 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. These are your x k values: x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. These are your y1, y2, y3, y4, and y5. And it has been asked to evaluate f of n, f of 9. F of 9. So this 9, this f of 9 is nothing but what? Y at x equal to 9. ये हमें फाइंड करना है. Okay, so x equal to 9 मिला. So somewhere I'll write it down. Given data x equal to 9, then x1, x2, x3 all are present in this table. Proceed with the calculation. Okay, so our formula for Lagrange is something like this. Wait a minute. Sorry for that. So our Lagrange's interpolation formula is this, but we prefer to have a simpler formula, simpler version: y equal to y1 into L1 plus y2 into L2 and so on. Okay, so we need to solve this equation, for which y1, y2, yn are available here. Target will be now L1, L2 up to L5. ये कैलकुलेट करना है. ओके, चलो उसके लिए कैलकुलेशन करते हैं. सो दिस इज योर x1 का टेबल. आई विल फोकस द x का टेबल बिकॉज L1, L2, L के लिए वी डोंट रिक्वायर एक्चुअली y का वैल्यू. सो L1 का फॉर्मूला मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको बताया, कैसे फॉर्मुलेट करेंगे आप. सो इफ यू वुड लाइक टू कैलकुलेट L1, डिनोमिनेटर में x1, 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 x1 लिखोगे. Then except x1, call each and every term of x and subtract it from the x1. Then rewrite this at the numerator by replacing x1 with x only. Okay, so see, here repeat hai, all the terms are present there. So I hope all of you have understood this portion. Then we know that कि x का value is 9. So we are going to put that x into formula. So हमने formula में x को अब replace कर दिया. And this will be valid. This x is true for L2, L3, L4 and L5. सबके लिए यही लगने वाला है. x का value 9 put करना पड़ेगा. Okay. So we got this equation. अब क्या करना है? सिर्फ x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 के values from the table we need to put it in this equation to calculate L1. Okay, so do that. You will get L1. Similarly, you will formulate an equation for L2. See, x2, 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 x2. Except x2 सबको call करके subtract कर दो. Similarly, the numerator, again put the data, solve for L2. You will get the answer for L2. Similarly, we will do it for L3, L4 and L5. So that's it. We are done with the last Lagrange's formula. Now we will bring back that full equation, y equal to y1 L1, y2 L2, and so on. Then to calculate y, or to get the y, I need the second part of the table, y. Now I'll use earlier L and y's from the table to calculate y ka value. Okay, by putting all that data into the equation, you got the answer 809. So that is it for the interpolation, Lagrange's interpolation. It is one of the easy formulation for interpolation. Now I'll try to teach you how effectively you can use calculator to solve the interpolation part. Now in interpolation part, remember, the difficult portion is what? Calculating L's. Otherwise it's very easy to do this part. Difficult क्या है कि L कैसे find करना है without making any kind of mistake, because वहां पे बहुत बार एक सिमिलर टाइप का फॉर्मूला लेके उसको अपडेट करना पड़ता है और वैल्यूज, सभी वैल्यूज डालनी पड़ती है, and you have to do those many iteration. Okay, so many times student make few mistakes and they get incorrect answer. Okay, so for that I'll try to demonstrate how to use calculator effectively to get the answer and without making mistakes. Okay, so first शायद आपको पता भी होगा, but if some of the students don't know how to use the calculator for Lagrange's interpolation for this formula, I'll explain you. I'm hoping that my calculator is visible to all. Now for that calculator, what I'll do, I'll update the formula for Lagrange's like this, because in our calculator we don't have a facility of having variable name x1 x2 x3 x4 x5, ऐसा available नहीं है अपने पास. What we have in the calculator is a b c d e f g, sorry, e f and then m x y. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll use a b c d wala alphabets. So I have updated the formula. So L for E, just recall L1 अगर होगा तो आपने क्या किया था, डिनोमिनेटर में x1 लेके आए थे. ओके, सो I'll say L for E मतलब 1 इक्वल टू डिनोमिनेटर में E minus remaining variable, So in our problem statement, what we have, this is A, B, C, D and E. I am taking first letter because this is our target. 1 2 3 4 5. अगर L1 निकालना है आपको, L1 निकालना है तो उसको मैं डिनोट करूंगा E से. ठीक है, एंड रिमेनिंग the 7 11 13 17 are ABCD. ओके, सो दिस x1 के जगह मैंने E लिख दिया, माइनस हमें क्या करना है फिर x2 x3 एंड सो ऑन. तो A B C D कॉल कर लिया. डिनोमिनेटर में we know that x is 9 for our case for this numerical, so x की जगह मैंने 9 यूज करूंगा and just ये A B C D मैंने कॉपी कर लिया. Okay, so I'll just show you in the calculator. I request all of you, please have calculator with you. Try this, try करके देखो, so you will have a better understanding. So I am using this calculator, latest version. You might be using older version of calculator, so don't worry, वहां पे भी ये possible है, कर सकते हो. Okay, so I'm going to type the numerator first. Now in this calculator we have facility of writing numerator and denominator separately like this. Otherwise if you are using old version, वहां पे भी आप लिख सकते हो. क्या करना पड़ेगा, सिर्फ एक पैरेंथेसिस एक्स्ट्रा ऐड करो, then write 9 minus A into 9 minus B. Okay, एंड देन पैरेंथेसिस, वो ऊपर वाला न्यूमरेटर का पैरेंथेसिस क्लोज करो, फिर डिवीजन डिनोमिनेटर का पैरेंथेसिस चालू करो, फिर उसके अंदर राइट दिस पार्ट। ओके, इन ओल्ड कैलकुलेटर आपको एक्स्ट्रा पैरेंथेसिस ऐड करना पड़ेगा, but in this calculator there is no need to do that. Directly I can write here parenthesis 9 minus alpha a. Try this. मैं सिर्फ ये जो बोर्ड पे लिखा है वो सब यहाँ पे कैलकुलेटर में एंटर कर रहा हूँ। अगर आपको किसी को डाउट होगा तो प्लीज यू कैन रेज क्वेरी और यू कैन से इट लाउड। Okay, so I have entered this formula, then I'll say CALC calc, हमने ऑलरेडी बहुत बार देखा है ये फॉर्मूला फिट करने के बाद ऑलवेज प्रेस CALC। Now he will ask me A, B, C, D के value. Okay, so remember this, for L1, for L1 this value, first value is E. Okay, and remaining values are A, B, C, D. अब वहां पे आपने मिस्टेक किया तो भी चलता है, no issue. Okay, but do not make mistake in E. So that's why मैंने instead of using A for the prime number और focus number मैंने E use किया, थोड़ा अलग से। So A 7 ऐड कर देंगे, 7, B is 11, C is 13, D is 17, and now E के लिए carefully enter 5 equal to C. Your L1 value is 1 up, minus 1 upon 9, which is nothing but same, minus 0.11. Okay, understood? Next, अब L2 अगर कैलकुलेट करना है, L2 मतलब 2 second value, so remember this 7 will be your E, और बाकी ये 5, 11, 17, 13 वो ABCD डालना है। सीक्वेंस चेंज हुआ, गलत हुआ, नो प्रॉब्लम, बस मेक श्योर दैट यू एंटर E करेक्टली। सो अगेन आई विल से इक्वल टू साइन, अब A दे देंगे, A is 5, B is 11 करेक्ट, C 13, D 17, देखो कितना इजी जाएगा आपको। देन E 7 एंटर करो, 8 by 15 which is nothing but 0.533, 0.533। ओके, सिमिलरली अब आप ट्राई करके देखो। नाउ E is for L3, मतलब आपका 11 is E, so A5 remains same, B is now 7, C is 13, D is 17, E is 11, you got 8 by 9, 0.88 correct। Next value A5, B7, C11, D17, jump from 13, अब E13 देना है हमें, you got 1 minus 1 upon 3 मतलब 0.333। ओके, फिर L5, L5 मतलब E आपका 17 होना चाहिए, बाकी कुछ भी लिखो, मतलब 5, 7, 11, 13, so 5, 7, 11, D should be 13 and E should be 17 then। Okay, so 1 by 45, 0.0222. You got the answer. Okay, so as this is your first time, you might make mistake. Don't worry. अगर थोड़े बहुत problem solve करोगे, practice करोगे, you will be mastering this formulation. And within 2 to 3 minutes, you will be able to solve interpolation का problem. Okay, so any doubt? कुछ भी इंटरपोलेशन में प्रॉब्लम होगा, डाउट होगा तो प्लीज आस्क. आफ्टर दिस कैलकुलेशन L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, ये वाला फॉर्मूला याद रखो. पुट इट हियर. आई नीड y का वैल्यूज. y का वैल्यू टेबल में रहेगा, f ऑफ x वगैरह. सो okay, so one of you would like to know again calculator वाला part. So first thing, all of you should know about, कुछ लोग जिनको पता है ना, what I'll do, I'll give you some tasks. आप क्या करो तब तक, जिनको ऑलरेडी समझ में है कैलकुलेटर कैसे यूज करना है, कैसे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है, what they should do, take a screenshot of this, the present slide, this numerical. A smaller numerical is given to you guys. Try to solve this numerical. Okay, I'll paste the Google form ka link in the chat window to record today's attendance, as well as the answer solution of this numerical. Okay, so I'm going to spend one more minute to take a screenshot or to note down this problem statement. Then किसको भी doubt होगा ना, उसके लिए I'll go back to previous slide and explain the part of calculator, or if you would like to know more, I'll explain that also. ओके, सो गूगल फॉर्म का लिंक भी भेज दिया मैंने आपको, चैट विंडो में चेकआउट कर लो. नाउ दोज ऑफ who required brush up of how to use calculator for doing this task. First I would like to know that आपको ये फॉर्मूला समझ में आया ना सबको? How I came up with this formula. If किसी को प्रॉब्लम होगा ये फॉर्मूला कैसे बनाया, please you can put that query in the chat window. If not, I'll jump onto the calculator part only. So I guess सबको ये फॉर्मूला कैसे आया वो पता चल गया. Okay, so I'll go for calculator. So calculator में क्या करो, enter the whatever formula I have explained here in the calculator using alphabets A, B, C, D and E. इसमें से आपको मिस्टेक नहीं करना फॉर E, ठीक है? और 2 बार एक ही नंबर मत डालो. मतलब A, B, C, D डाल दिया ना, वो it should be different than E का value. Okay, so I'll explain this portion. So first thing what I have done, I have entered this formula in the calculator. Okay, now in this calculator I need, after entering this formula, he will ask me A ka value, B ka value. Okay. So how to enter this A, B, C, D ka value? So this formula enter करने के बाद press CALC. Then I'll go back to the formulation. Okay. First thing I would like to calculate is L1. Now L1 is actually driven by first value of x1. First value of x1. So remember, जो भी आपका टारगेट होगा, अगर L1 कैलकुलेट कर रहे हो तो फर्स्ट वैल्यू शुड बी योर E and remaining values will be A, B, C, D. मतलब 7, 11, 13, 17. These will be A, B, C, D. So in calculator A डालेंगे 7, B 11, then 13, then 17. Okay. Now carefully E क्या होना चाहिए 5. So 5 enter करो equal to. So this is your answer, which is nothing but this minus 0.11. Then अब आपको कैलकुलेट करना है L2, नेक्स्ट वैल्यू ऑफ L. ना L2 मतलब सेकंड टर्म शुड बी E, और बाकी वाले जो टर्म है ना, दोज आर A, B, C, D. Okay, so go back to the calculator, again press equal to sign or CALC. He will ask A, B, C, D. Now carefully A क्या होना चाहिए 5, then equal to B 11. ऑलरेडी हमने B को 11 डाला है, C is 13, D is 17 and E should be 5. E should be 5. So sorry 7 equal to, so 8 by 15, which is nothing but 0.5333. And similarly we will proceed. So next L3. L3 मतलब थर्ड जो वेरिएबल होगा दैट शुड बी E, और बाकी वैल्यू होंगे आपके A, B, C एंड D. जस्ट ये डेटा आपको एंटर करना है इन कैलकुलेटर. सो A 5 करेक्ट, B शुड बी 7, C 13 करेक्ट है, D 17 करेक्ट, E is 11 equal to, so 8 by 9 is L3. Next L4 के लिए 13 should be E and this should be A, B, C, D, or you can change A, B, C, D, कुछ भी लिख सकते हो, no problem, but E should be 13. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Any other doubt? Okay, so when time comes, I'll show you curve fitting, how to use calculator for curve fitting also. But generally, please use those tricks for only validating.